Naging
Parang,
target ako ng trolls for a while.
oh,
Kasi
yun,
as in merong nagkaroon ng time like, as in 12 midnight, bigla ako nagkaka-comments na ano. Like clockwork talaga. Para silang nagda-time in.
Some people might be aware, but some people might not be aware. You guys are behind the Rosas and kay Lenny tayo.
Actually, hindi yung part nun.
Kaya pati kay Lenny tayo,
Pero
dito tayo
Hindi,
nagkatrabaho.
kailangan tayo. Pero
eh.
yung Rosas, more of, just supervised.
Pero yung kay Lenny tayo part
Yeah.
ka. Oo. Si pareho lang yun. I mean, same campaign thing yun di ba? And then, I read somewhere. Kung political or hindi, it doesn't matter from which side of the fence you are. But I read somewhere na parang may nagsabi na, if not for Flip Music, na nagmando nung umpisang-umpisa, when no one was like, you had a fucking guitar in a dream to make that song, and that ignited the entire movement. Alam mo, parang pinagalaw niyo yung mga tao. What can you say about that? Because I totally agree.
Ako personally kasi, sinasabi ko na, kay nila Jelly, kay nila Jumbo na, kung tatakbo si Ma'am Lenny, I wanna volunteer. Because I've always wanted to like it's beyond art for me. I've always wanted to help with things like this. And parang, with nung time na nung campaign, parang it's beyond all of us. And I just, hindi pa siya uso nung time na yun actually na mag-volunteer to help. Pero, I just wanna make change with my songs and my music. And thankfully, everyone's on the same page. And si Direk Nolan actually yung nakakausap niya yung people from the campaign team. Hindi pa nagde-decide si Ma'am nun eh. Tapos parang nag-volunteer na siya. Binolunteer na niya yung team na if they need help, we're here to make songs. Tapos parang I think sabi sa amin, we need a song to like further the movement kasi hindi pa nga nagde-decide si Ma'am. But before she makes a decision, parang kailangan nila ng tulong in terms of marami pang hindi kilala kay Ma'am Lenny nung time na yon, or they just know her as yung vice president na kaaway ni Duterte nung time na yon. So ako personally, I'm just thankful na na I'm in Flip kasi it wasn't easy talaga to be so involved so early at that time kasi I think marami tayong na-alienate ng mga tao from the other fans.
Maraming na-unfriend sa
kasi
Facebook.
ang daming nag-unlike, I think, ng Flip na Facebook
Oh,
page.
really? For reals?
Kasi,
Yeah.
kasi like, nakaka-receive na ng hate, ng bashing.
Death
Kasi
threats.
kasi we essentially took a side.
You did. And it's hard for a company to do that.
And lalo na sa entertainment industry, parang you're not supposed to take sides kasi nga ayaw mo mag-alienate ng potential listeners and potential fans. So, but I've never been the type to like, yun nga, sit on a fence. And especially when I feel strongly about something. So parang may songs ako about like LGBT movement and like animal rights and stuff. So I've always wanted to use music as an instrument for advocacy.
So parang aktivista ka in the form of music.
Kasi,
Kumbaga parang 'di ba, yung activism mo nilalagwas mo dun sa art mo, 'di ba? Pero yung art na kasi may mga iba na parang di mo magets yung art. Pero yung art mo is very sorry, pero minsan talaga parang down sabi. Pero yung sa'yo kasi, talagang napukaw. Napukaw ang puso ng mga Pinoy. Biglang naglabasan ng mga bigas, di ba? Nabasa ng mga, I think, I don't know if you, like, in Flip, understand your impact in that sense. Even if she lost, even if there are other people who don't believe in her, the fact that you were able to do that, ignite that, start it, I think that will go down in history as a parang hindi mo na mauulit na parang movement. At hindi.
Iba kasi, iba yung message niya eh. Parang it's not just about Lenny rin na parang yun nga eh. Parang pag napakinggan mo, parang feeling ko, in-observe ko eh, may mga tao na iiyak eh, di ba? Pag pinapakinggan.
Kanina lang naiyak ako eh.
Parang, feeling ko parang, yung mga naiiyak na tao, parang sila yung parang nagigilty na parang kailangan mag-contribute. Parang pag hindi ako gumawa ng pink puto, hindi ako, parang kulang ako. Diba?
Yes.
Parang gano'n eh, parang, sige, think of something creative para mawala yung guilt ko.
Hindi, pero also, kasi yung parang, sabi ko nga eh, feeling ko kahit naman hindi for Lenny yun. Like, sabihin mo na hindi, a political song yun. Objectively, it's a good song. Objectively, it's a good song. It's filled with hope. Gawin mo siyang yung title niya hindi rosas, gawin mo sampagita or I don't know. Hindi ko alam. Like bougainvillea or kalachuchi. It's still going to be a genuinely good.
Nag-joke sa akin kasi may yung friend ko nag-work for Senator Risa.
Oh.
Gumawa daw ako ng risas.
To be fair sa risas na yun, ha? Pero nung I think, tas gawin mo TikTok challenge. Diba? Pero kung ano, yung when you were going through, kasi sobrang public nyo. Sobrang public nyo. Diba nga, nung umakit ka pa sa stage, kasama pa si Vice Ganda, yung mga ganung level. Like, in every campaign, I think you guys were there. May na-receive ba kayo ng, on a personal level, mga death threats, ganyan?
Well, wala naman.
Ako rin wala.
Pero parang, we had this parang group chat na marami, diba? Pero parang after ng elections, binuwag yan eh. Diba? Kasi baka mamaya,
may
alam mo yan,
ispiya.
maging source. Diba? Target or something, gano'n. Pero,
naging target ako ng trolls for a while.
Oh,
Kasi
yun,
as in nagkaroon ng time like, as in 12 midnight, bigla ako nagkaka-comments na ano. Like clockwork talaga. Para silang nagta-time in.
I'm sure nagta-time in.
Pero kasi,
troll center.
hindi naman, ewan ko, nag-stop siya for after a while kasi hindi ko na pinapansin. So,
Yes. Pero, and speaking of personal life, mag-ano lang tayo, because I know that you're very open nga about your parang relationship, di ba? You even had a song about your wife. May ano ba yun? Na-target din ba yun or something? Yung being part of the LGBT community and being so open about it.
Yeah, for sure. Nung kinasal kami, na-news siya everywhere. Kasi yun yung 2022 kami kinasal eh. Tapos, kaka-election pa lang nun. So, parang, medyo nasa public, pa ako. Ang dami talagang, not great. And hindi ko naman napinansin. Pero actually, sila Direct Lola niya nagsasabi na.
Nababasa ko rin.
Na parang ang daming bashing sa
Ang sabi.
Wala, yung mga usual.
Kakasala ka.
Sunog ka sa impyerno!
Tapos yung mga Bible quotes, ganun.
Wow.
Mabait naman friend ko.
Siguro hindi naman, wag tayo nagpapaniwala sa kanila. It's not true, but I'm sure that it also affected, somehow your mental health.
Yeah, hindi ko na lang, kasi sa akin personally, sa posts ko, wala naman. Pero kunwari, nag-post yung Inquirer, nag-post yung Rappler. Doon kasi random strangers and commenting on a random So, madali naman silang sa Facebook talaga eh. Sa Facebook marami. Kesa sa Kesa
Dapat
sa
iwalay.
kesa sa Instagram tsaka sa X. So, hindi ko na lang tinitignan. Parang nakikita ko lang, shinare ng Rappler or may article about it. Pero hindi ko na binabasa yung
Right.
comments.
And hindi naman naka-apekto sa negosyo nyo?
Paano ba? Can't say na parang really affected kasi parang we stood their ground.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Tsaka after that, now you have so many awards and shit. So,
parang kung may nag-boycott sa atin, hindi naman natin na-feel.
Tsaka kung may nag-boycott sa inyo, bumalik na rin. Parang walang choice. Sige, pakinggan na rin natin ang mga kanta. Ang ganda ng Pantropico. I'm sure nag-dance challenge pa rin yun sa TikTok. I'm sure. Kasi di ba after naman the elections, marami na rin naman. Parang naging, parang naging lukewarm na din naman. So, And, I also wanted to ask Bojam kasi, so the reason why we got to work together was somewhat for the campaign. And then, nung time na yun, sabi, pupunta ka ng Korea. So, can you tell us about your experience in Korea? Kasi maraming tao baka hindi alam na nag-aral ka sa Korea actually.
Yeah, there's this program na we got selected. Parang, it's under the Korean government eh. Parang it's one of their ministries. Parang they send out applications for Asian countries. Tapos, parang they find applicants na depending on the topic. It's not a yearly topic eh. Tapos nagkataon yung 2022, yung year na yun. Parang there's a parang K-pop music production class.
K-pop music production. Okay.
Yeah. It's not really that extensive, pero it's more of a basic. Kahit entry level ka, pwede mo naman kunin.
But it's very important.
Yeah, it's very important kasi parang I had a better view of how P-pop is compared to K-pop. So parang it's something na parang even my mentors told me Na parang it's really different. You
Ano
can't
nga ba?
copy
Ano
it.
nga bang? Yan ang gusto kong malaman. Ano ba ang? I mean, as someone who actually, di ba, is in that world, like K-pop and P-pop world. So I've been in K-pop for what, like 23, I don't know, I don't have,
To give
long
you a
time
background,
ago.
yung
Since I was
mentor ko,
4, since I was 4.
yung mentor ko actually, he's one of the parang heads of Universal there.
Ah.
So, and he's responsible for yung Wolf ng EXO.
Wow.
Oo.
Wow.
Yung,
You know how legendary that song
yung
is.
pag-screen ng song na yun. So, parang he's the one responsible for parang getting that single for EXO.
Yes.
So, parang aside from yung classes, kasi we had these, parang one-on-one, no, nakakausap ko at the side ng classes, gano'n. Ang dami kong natutunan sa kanya eh.
What would you say is the difference
Yung
between
difference,
K-pop and local music?
ang laki kasi talaga eh. Parang, um, yung OPM kasi, hindi lang P-pop.
Yeah,
Yun.
local, like OPM.
It's very developed na eh, ever since, for decades. Unlike K-pop, actually no, napangang OPM kasi sa K-pop, diba? It's very, sa kanila, maganda yung structure nila. They have this structure that supports groups. Kaya sa kanila talaga nakapitalize nila yung idol industry, di ba? Sa Pilipinas kasi wala. We don't have that convenience eh. Na parang, kunwari, if you're an entertainment company na parang you're hiring or looking for parang trainees, ganyan. Doon kasi parang being a trainee, pwede mo masustain yung buhay mo doon eh. Pwede ka mabuhay ng trainee lang. Actually, may friend ako doon sa Korea na parang 8 years na siyang trainee doon.
Huh?
I mean, pero hindi siya Korean ah.
Ano, like,
Nasa
as an
Indonesia
idol
pa siya.
trainee? Idol trainee?
Idol trainee.
Ilan taon na siya?
Parang 24? From Indonesia siya. So, doon siya tumira. So, parang, it's a struggle, gano'n. Hindi naman siya, parang, alam ko, well-off siya sa Indonesia, gano'n. Pero yung, talagang she's pursuing her dream na mag-train doon, gano'n. Pero actually, hindi pa siya na-acquire. Kasi dami talaga. Sobrang dami.
I think one of the main difference, Jim and I, we always talk about, and we talked about it, diba? We had a meeting before. And actually, I can talk to you guys about this for a long time. But what I think one of the main difference kung bakit din lumaki, sabi mo nga, mas nauna pa tayo technically, diba?
Yeah.
Pero ba't mas lumaki sila? Kasi the main is that the Koreans themselves consume their own content.
Yeah.
That is like, they support their own. Hindi kumbaga, 'di ba, before nga bawal lang Japanese entertainment, Japanese manga, Japanese cartoons, bawal ipalabas sa kanila. So ibig sabihin for you as a Korean, kung makikinig ka ng music, Korean music lang ang pinakikinggan nila. It's not really so much about like nationalism or anything. It's, I think, language. Eh syempre Korean sila eh. So hindi, mas Korean yung papakinggan nila than English or something. And so that's why, kunyari ikaw, may idol group na lumabas or may singer na lumabas, binibili nila yung CD, binibili nila yung, pinapanood nila yung pelikula. So, yung pera, umiikot sa kanila. Eh, syempre yung mga Pinoy, it's like, you know.
It's more structured din eh. Parang they've built this industry na to become a lucrative profession for trainees, gano'n.
Right.
Even for companies, gano'n.